afternoon and welcome to the news at 1 p.m. on Nta Lagos Channel 10. Happy Eid al-Fitr to all our Muslim faithfuls. You can watch us live on Nta Lagos Channel 10 at Facebook and YouTube. My name is Nta Ch10. As Muslims around the world mark the end of the holy month of Ramadan, Eid al-Fitr celebrations began with special prayers symbolizing gratitude, sacrifice, and spiritual renewal. Muslim faithful gathered in large numbers at various Eid prayer grounds to thank Allah for the strength to successfully complete the 30-day fast. They also offered prayers for peace, unity, and prosperity in Nigeria.
Ramadan taught us many things so that people of Nigeria should benefit from it. So we learn from it. One of it is the cordial relationship, how the Muslim and all the people in Nigeria should relate ourselves, living in peace and harmony.
All the good things you are doing during the month of Ramadan, should try and continue doing it so that the blessings of Allah will always be upon us.
Still on Eid al-Fitr, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu felicitates Islamic faithful across the country as they celebrate 2026 Eid al-Fitr, marking the end of Ramadan 1447 AH, a holy month dedicated to prayers, sacrifice, compassion, and self-discipline. In her message, she urges all Nigerians to remain steadfast in promoting peace, unity, and mutual respect across religious and ethnic divides, and show compassion by extending a helping hand to those in need around them, while praying that Almighty Allah accept the fast, acts of charity, and grants them grace to continue in the virtues cultivated throughout the holy month. The First Lady also prays that the blessings of Ramadan renew hope, strengthen unity, and deepen the collective resolve of all Nigerians to work for a more peaceful and prosperous country. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has congratulated Nigerians, particularly Muslims in the state, on the successful completion of this year's Ramadan and celebration of Eid al-Fitr, which marks the end of a month-long spiritual renewal after 30 days of fasting, prayers, and other spiritual activities. Governor Sanwo-Olu, in a statement signed by his special advisor on media and publicity, Mr. Boyega Akoshile, urged Muslims to continue on the path of spirituality, welfarism, and peaceful coexistence in the state. The governor, who expressed gratitude for the Muslims' dedication to prayers and sacrifices during the holy month, urged them to continue to emulate good virtues inherent in Ramadan, such as helping the poor and the vulnerable in society, offering gratitude to Allah, and showing compassion and generosity to one another, among other good deeds. He urged Nigerians to pray for peace across the land, as well as citizens to unite and work together for the growth and development of Lagos and Nigeria. We'll pause now for some break. The news continues shortly. Stay tuned.
Hi everyone, this is Ida Emmanuel Chibike, and we are right here in Great John Bosco Nigeria Limited. It's located in 48 Tedusho Road, right here in Suliri, Lagos. Are you an interior designer, an architect, a builder, and you actually looking for a place to get your furnitures and also quality fabrics like curtains for your homes? Great John Bosco is actually one of the best places to get that. We are situated here in Lagos, Nigeria, right here in Tedusho, and we have branches in Abuja and also on the island, that's Lekki Phase 1. We have from the ranges of Turkish fabrics, American fabrics, Italian fabrics, and what have you. We have them in different categories and in different collections. You can also check us online. We are active online on our social media handles. Our Instagram handle is actually Great John Bosco, and also on Facebook at Great John Bosco. This is Great John Bosco Nigeria Limited, your one-stop shop for all interior needs. Don't hesitate to come by our store here in Todosho, which is the main head office, to see quality designs and fabrics for your need.
General Manager of NTA Lagos Channel 10. We are the station for excellence. We give you quality programs and news.
Looking for updates in the entertainment industry in and around is here for you.
Tasty for history and cultural content. Ajogumba is a must-watch.
Stay informed for current affairs and update that matters. Join us at 7 o'clock for reliable and authentic stories every day.
On Bó Ṣe Ń Lọ, we dish out topical issues in our society. Bó Ṣe Ń Lọ, mo jẹ dòdò ẹ.
To know the importance, principle, value, obligation of the Quran and Hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, join me on the program Message of Islam.
To catch up with celebrities and trendy songs, watch eCafe on NTA Channel 10.
I serve weekly health updates on Health Watch.
Welcome to another remarkable edition of Mary Lane. It's another beautiful time to celebrate.
Triple M closes the gap between the people, the government, and the business communities.
We're in the business of quality programming, news, and content. Therefore, advertise your products on NTA Lagos Channel 10. We have the mileage.
Thanks for staying tuned. President Bola Tinubu has harped on the immediate need for Nigeria and Britain to further strengthen the ties to improve the lives of their peoples. President Tinubu was speaking at the meeting with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer in London. State House correspondent Musbah Dan Wahab reports that both countries also completed a deal on the modernization of the Lagos seaports.
Day 2 of a historic state visit to the United Kingdom. President Bola Tinubu arrives at the Downing Street. House 10 was the destination to meet with the head of the British government. This is a meeting that signals a new level of government-to-government relations between Nigeria and the host country. The intent was tabled here and dissected by the two teams. The common interest is to consolidate on the bilaterals and trade relations. President Tinubu underscores the importance of this as he acknowledged the impact of the global realities on countries of the world, including Nigeria and Britain. The Nigerian leader believes citizens of both countries stand to gain from these new prospects.
We need to nurture the trade agreements, stimulate more economic relationship that will build our two nations. And Nigeria is currently going through a very strong reform of the economy.
With Nigeria still combating internal security issues, President Tinubu sought the support of Britain in this regard.
Being the largest city in the West Africa, country in the West African region, and on the continent, challenged by terrorism and the coming from the Zaire and the conflict of climate change, all of that.
We have a lot of work that we already do on the economy, on defence and security, but today is the opportunity to take that to another level. With the agreements that we've been able to reach on exports and...
Are you able to talk about security, Mr. President?
Very good.
From Downing Street to Lancaster, where the two countries signed an agreement on the expansion and modernization of a seaport in Lagos under the UK finance deal. Minister of Finance Wale Edun signed on behalf of Nigeria, while Minister of Economic and Small Transformation Blair McDougall represented the host country.
This Memorandum of Understanding is an important step. It's non-binding, but it sets out a shared direction. Nigeria's priority projects and UK export finance's readiness to work with you to develop a strong pipeline subject to due diligence, value for money and the right standards.
Let me briefly also talk about the MOU, which is establishing a clear framework for deeper collaboration Up to 9 transactions have already been identified in the health sector, in the provision of infrastructure for the security services, major highways that will open up the country and open up the economy, including the agricultural sector. So this MOU does focus on infrastructure, on energy, and industrial development, which of course is the key at this stage for Nigeria.
From London.
President Bola Tinubu and First Lady Oluremi have returned to Nigeria after a 3-day historic state visit to the United Kingdom. The presidential airplane landed at the Murtala Muhammed International Airport, Ikeja, at 1:15 this Friday morning. The president and his wife are in Lagos to spend the Eid al-Fitr break. On his visit to the UK, President Tinubu and the First Lady were accorded a grand reception with series of activities in Windsor, which culminated in a royal banquet at the Windsor Castle. The president also met with Prime Minister Keir Starmer in London before witnessing the signing of a £747 million deal to modernize the 2 major seaports in Lagos. In another development, Nigeria's built environment is on the brink of a defining transformation as industry leaders call for a bold shift towards sustainability, accountability, and global best practices. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry is setting the tone for this change, unveiling plans for a landmark engagement that promises to shape construction, engineering, and real estate practices across the country. Jason Moses reports that the event slated for Thursday, the 26th of March, is aimed at bringing the long overdue development to the sector.
At a pre-event press conference, the chairman of the Construction and Engineering Group of the LCCI, Soji Adeniji, a quantity surveyor, delivered a compelling address, framing the initiative as more than an event but a movement. He highlighted Nigeria's rapid urbanization and heavy infrastructure investments, warning that persistent challenges such as building failures, regulatory inconsistencies, environmental degradation, and governance gaps demand urgent structured solutions anchored on environmental, social, and governance (ESG) principles. The event, he explained, will bring together key stakeholders to drive ESG adoption, engage policymakers, and create practical pathways for implementation.
We must have a platform that's really driving. If we drive in silos, we will definitely not achieve the expected end. Once we are aware of the values and the economic values, definitely it will be a lot easier for us to drive.
Present at the briefing was keynote speaker Dr. Muhammad Balogun, reinforcing the depth of discourse expected as the gathering aims to strengthen collaboration across the built environment professions and position Nigeria competitively on the global stage. Also lending his voice, the chairman of the real estate group, Michael Oladiji, emphasized the need to reposition the sector, noting a significant 13.4% contribution to Nigeria's GDP.
We're not maximizing the value and the advantage that ESG presents. So the convention is not going to be, we have a problem in the industry, this is how to solve it. No. How do we improve the economics of our businesses using ESG?
And we will reach an agreement, we'll reach industry-wide consensus at our conference, and we'll be putting out a communique document that we can then use to advocate for industry-wide adoption and implementation of the ESG principle.
Stakeholders across government, finance, and professional bodies have been urged to move beyond dialogue into decisive action, setting the stage for an event that is already generating strong anticipation as a catalyst for sustainable national development. In Lagos, Jason Moses, NTA News.
And the report ends the news at 1 p.m. Join us again at 7 p.m. for another fresh bulletin. I am Nta Ch10. Barka da Sallah.